All right, well, we're back. Padres baseball, so freaking fun, isn't it? 161 more of these to go. Padres, they have a lead. It was encouraging what they were doing, playing some small ball, playing some good defense, getting out of some hairy situations. Darvish, I thought he did a pretty good job today. I'll get to him more in a moment. Have a lead, and then walks get him. Pitch clock violations get him. And then Jake Cronenworth, his glove just falls apart. The ball goes through his glove, and the Dodgers take the lead, and then it unravels from there. By the way, there was one out in that spot. Ball was hit pretty hard on a bouncer. Could have been a double play ball. They're out of the inning. Tie game there. Who knows what would have happened after that. But yeah, just the baseball gods hate the Padres, man. I don't want to make it seem like it's all about the baseball gods, but there's no doubt about that. I mean, come on. That was just a kick in the nuts moment right there. You get the ground ball, and it goes through Jake Cronenworth's glove. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. That's how we're starting this season? And, this is not all on the pitching, but Wandy Peralta, come on, you got to know the pitch clock rules, the violation. And if anyone wants to blame the umpire, oh my gosh, calling so many pitch clock violations, what are you doing? It doesn't make that much of a difference. It's the rules. Know the rules. You should never have a pitch clock violation. That should not happen. I don't know where the clocks were positioned in the stadium there, in the dome, but there's no excuses. You should be able to see the clock. You should know how much time you have left. It's the rules. This isn't like it's the first game that he's ever used a pitch clock. So you walk, there was a couple walks, I believe, in that inning there. It's just so costly. And those pitch clock violations, that's another ball. And then Wandy walks him the next pitch. It adds up. And yeah, this is not like the Padres. Sure, the Cronenworth moment, that sucked. But it's not like the Padres super deserved to win this game. I mean, no out situation, bases loaded. Sure, that's great that Profar had the good bunt, Campusano. You don't want to ground into a double play there, but you score a run. But then you have Tyler Wade come up, and he strikes out. You should be able to get more than one run out of those situations, bases loaded, nobody out, and they're not able to do that. Now, at the same time, there's 161 more of these to go. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, the Padres season's over. It's not. They could go win tomorrow, and we're feeling much better about the situation. They could hit really well off of Yamamoto, and Musgrove could shove. Getting to Darvish, I thought that he pitched pretty well. Sure, there was a few walks, but the Max Muncy at-bat, huge strikeout there. He didn't give up any earned runs. Tyler Wade had a throwing error there. That canceled out because the game was 1-1, after he made a good defensive play. He had the throwing error, but he ended up doing some things there that were impactful. Good at-bat to start it off. I mean, really good at-bat off of Tyler Glasnow to start off his season. So it kind of canceled out there. So I'm not, going to freak out about that. You'd love to have Manny, but this is just the situation right now. But, Darvish, some people are may not agree. Some didn't when I put out that on social media that it was I think I said solid start from Darvish. I thought it was. If you were expecting Darvish to go 6 innings today, I don't know what to tell you. That just wasn't going to happen. He got out of jams. Sure, you want him to go longer than he did because that meant that a lot of bullpen guys had to be used. And the more guys that you go to, the more times you have to do that. The odds are increasing that probably someone's not going to be on their game. And obviously that's what ended up happening. But in terms of results, he didn't give up any earned runs. That run should not have scored if Tyler Wade makes the good throw. Teoscar ends up going to second base. He ends up scoring later in the inning. That shouldn't have happened anyway. So I'm not going to be mad at Darvish for that. And we got Musgrove tomorrow. There's still 161 more games of it, okay? This is not the end of the world. I don't want to say, oh, it's early, like this game doesn't matter. It matters. Like we got caught in that last year, obviously. But I'm still telling the truth when I say there's 161 games to go. This is not a game to overreact. It's just a game where, well, they should have been better in that runners in scoring position, opportunity, bases loaded, nobody out. Like, that sucked. And it sucked to see the ball go through Jake Cronenworth's glove and the glove break. Was that Will Myers' glove? Because I remember a story that I think Croney, when he first started, I think he was using Myers' glove. So did Myers let Croney keep the glove? Is that why? Because the glove did look old and definitely used. But I thought Croney used... I remember in spring training last year, he was working in a new glove at first base. So maybe that's the glove that he was using. I don't know. I know the glove that he came in with, the backup, or maybe it was someone else's, that looks shiny and brand new. So, I don't know. It's just frustrating the way that happened. The Dodgers taking the lead on that, but at the same time, it's not like the Padres super deserved to win that game. There were definitely mistakes there. So, a lot to discuss on the show. I'll be doing that a little bit later this morning live on YouTube. So, stay tuned for that. I'll let people join the show and vent if they would like to. I'm sure there's going to be some of that in the comments as well. Padres lose on opening day here. Got up at 3 a.m. for that. Yeah, that sucked.